Hello and welcome back to Grassroots Shakespeare London's epic day of Shakespeare here in the heart of the UK, where we are celebrating Shakespeare 400 with some of the best actors this country possibly has to find. We are here in a very, very historic place. Around about 1600 to 1601, a very special play was written that's still being performed even today at Leicester Square Theatre. This play had its first ever world performance in this very venue, and if you look up here on this wall, it tells you a little bit more about it. On the 2nd of February 1602, a young law student called John Manningham saw a play, and this is what he had to say about it. February the 2nd, at our feast, Candlemas, we had a play called Twelfth Night, or what you will, much like the Comedy of Errors, a good practice in it to make the steward believe his lady widow was in love with him by counterfeiting a letter, as from his lady in general terms, telling him what she liked best in him, and prescribing his gesture in smiling, his apparel, etc., and then, when he came to practice, making him believe that they took him to be mad. It's absolutely incredible to be here in Middle Temple Hall today to celebrate Shakespeare 400 in a place we know Shakespeare was himself, where his company of actors performed, and it's with great pleasure that I present back to you Kit Loyd and Emily Jane Kerr, who will be performing a scene from the beginning of the play, when Viola finds herself washed up in a land they call Illyria.
This is Illyria, lady.
What should I do in Illyria? My brother, he is in Elysium. Perchance he is not drowned. What think you, sailor?
It is perchance that you yourself were saved.
My poor brother. Knowest thou this country?
Aye, madam. Well, for I was bred and born not 3 hours travelled from this very place.
Who governs here?
A noble duke, in nature as in name.
And what is his name?
Orsino.
Orsino! I've heard my father name him. He was a bachelor then.
And so is now, or was so very late. For he doth seek the love of fair Olivia.
What's she?
A virtuous maid, the daughter of a count that died some 12 months since, leaving her in the protection of his son, her brother, who shortly also died, for whose love, they say, she abjured the company and sight of men.
Oh, that I served that lady.
That were hard to compass, for she will admit no kind of suit, no, not the Duke's.
There is a fair behaviour in thee, captain. I prithee, and I'll pay thee bounteously. Conceal me what I am and be my aid, for such disguise as haply shall become the form of my intent. I'll serve this duke. Thou shalt present me as an eunuch to him. It may be worth thy pains, for I can sing and speak in many sorts of music that will allow me very worth his service. What else shall hap I will to time commit. Only shape thou thy silence to my wit.
Be you his eunuch, and our moot shall be. If my tongue blabs, then let mine eyes not see.
Thank thee. Lead me on.
Hey guys! Congratulations. How does it feel to have just performed Twelfth Night in the very place where Twelfth Night first happened?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Absolutely incredible. I've actually got goosebumps. When you were talking earlier, I got proper goosebumps, and I feel a little bit emotional about it. It's really special for something that we are now performing, 400 or however many years later, it's 500 years later, and it was done here. It's amazing, absolutely amazing.
How does it feel? Obviously today is Shakespeare 400. People all over the world are celebrating with us. And hi to everybody who's watching us online. Thank you for the love hearts, we really appreciate them. So how does it feel to have trained as an actor? Today is Shakespeare 400, and now you're both about to leave here and go straight to Leicester Square Theatre, where they're going to be performing in Twelfth Night. Tell us a bit about that for you.
It's wicked. It's so cool. I love it. And I think the show actually is such a special show, and I completely mean it. Obviously I'm biased because I'm in it, but I don't know another show, or I haven't been in another Shakespeare production which is so accessible, so fun, and so sort of warming and great, and yeah, it's great.
I think it's especially amazing considering that it is Shakespeare 400. It is in the fact that people are still speaking his words. I know the hashtag is Shakespeare lives, and he does literally live. This is what I'm feeling at the moment, is the fact that these words were written so long ago, but it's about human emotions and just contact with people and with the audience, and the fact that we are still able to connect to what's being said and what was written so long ago, and able to do that today of all days is absolutely amazing.
So why don't you tell us, for the people who are watching us on Periscope, what's the role that you play in Twelfth Night? Because it's not the same as the role that you just performed.
I'm playing Mariah in Twelfth Night, which is a very different character to Viola. She's the Lady Olivia's maid, and the source of a lot of mischief that happens within the play.
And I play Sebastian, who isn't the captain, obviously. And I'm the twin of Viola, and it's sort of the main point of the farcicalness of the mistaken identities. Although I'm a bit taller than her, it's sort of, it kind of works and it's great, and Ellie Nunn, who plays my twin, is fantastic. So
as is everybody
else. As is everyone else.
It's great company.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us a bit about what Shakespeare means to you?
Where do I start? I think you've already seen the fact that I love Shakespeare. I really do. I think he is without a doubt one of the greatest playwrights ever. I spent an awful lot of my career thus far doing Shakespeare. It's something I feel really, really passionately about, and the fact that taking it to people that wouldn't normally get to see it, and I've done schools tours with it as well. It's so important to me that people can understand it and feel the emotions, like I was saying before, feel the emotions, feel the feelings that these people were feeling that long ago, and it shouldn't be something that is just read in a book. It shouldn't be something that you have to have a degree to understand. It should be something that everybody can understand, because it's the human condition after all, and that's why I think it's so great. What about you, Kit?
Me too. I love it. I love it. I mean, like, it makes our job as actors very easy, because the language itself is already so strong and so perfect in every way that we sort of have to just
poetry of it,
just use the language, and then our job's sort of half done for us, I guess.
Well, thank you so much to Kit Loyd and Emily Jane Kerr, who have been performing with us for the past couple of hours. We're about to head over to Leicester Square so we can give you a very special treat from the 12th Night cast. You might be wondering, actually, before you go, how we're taking all of these incredible videos while we've been here. And no, it's not on a phone. I just wanted to mention it's on a GoPro Hero 4 Black. and it's amazing. I can't even believe what this thing can do. We're currently filming on a selfie stick, which I've never used, but it's the first time for everything, and we're having an amazing time here today. Oh, here we're going. We're going selfie. We're going selfie here in Middle Temple Hall. Maybe a first at Middle Temple Hall. Who knows? Look what you can do with Periscope, with Twitter, with the GoPro, with Shakespearean actors on Shakespeare 400. Who knew how amazing it could be? We are so looking forward to seeing you at 2 o'clock. Don't miss out. It's GMT. 2 o'clock GMT.